So, on another subject, will Europe and the rest of the world listen to Marco Rubio? That's the subject of the riff. Trumponomics is booming right now in the U.S., and as the president reminds us, we are the hottest economy and the hottest country in the world. We're growing by 4% or even more. We've got booming productivity, massive AI and their data centers. Our advanced chips are the best in the world. We are the dominant energy power. Our stock market's making record highs, private employment surging, and both the trade and budget deficits are coming down. That's a backdrop for Secretary of State Marco Rubio's superb speech to the Munich Security Conference. And particularly, when Rubio says, and let me quote, "We in America have no interest in being polite and orderly caretakers of the West's managed decline." Well, Rubio made this very clear by saying that the U.S. has no interest to operate a global welfare state or atone for the purported sins of past generations, nor does the U.S. have any interest in the cult of climate change, which unfortunately has caused the deindustrialization of Europe, from which their economies have yet to recover. This was a brilliant speech by our Secretary of State. Using diplomatic language, he nonetheless gave Europe a spanking, especially on unlimited illegal immigration and the end of sovereignty for their countries. Massive welfare states have prevented adequate defense spending from the Europeans, and globalism is basically, quote, a dangerous delusion, end quote. He singled out the UN, which has played virtually no role in Gaza, or the Ukraine, or Iran, or Venezuela's narco-terrorism. And while the UN was failing, the U.S., under President Trump, took the lead. Free and unfettered trade failed because so many nations exercised protectionism, subsidies, closing markets at the expense of the U.S. Mr. Trump's trade reciprocity policy is putting an end to all that. Basically, Mr. Rubio told the conference to close their borders, regain sovereignty, start re-energizing technology instead of attacking American tech companies, and end their climate cult. Now, as our head diplomat, he was gracious in referring to our shared heritage, from Italian explorers to English settlers to French fur traders to horses, ranches, rodeos, and cowboys from Spain, and mindful of the bonds of Western civilization, including, as he put it, Christian faith, culture, heritage, and language. And the speech was well received. It got a standing ovation. Marco Rubio, you know, he's had a very big impact as a senator and now as our chief diplomat as Secretary of State. Whether he's going to have a big impact on Europe and other overseas areas remains to be seen. Will they listen to his wisdom? And that's it. That's the riff tonight. All right.